Welcome to the Vocational Education Podcast. Today we're talking about the importance of mentoring in the workplace. Here's your host, Dan Hill.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Vocational Education Podcast. I'm your host, Dan Hill, and today we're diving into something every supervisor or manager should care about: mentoring skills. Think you're just a boss? No, you could be a mentor, and it might just change your team, your career, and even the bottom line. Let's unpack why, with some important real stats, stories, and some takeaways that you could use as soon as tomorrow. So let's take a look. First off, mentoring isn't just warm fuzzies. It can be a game changer for all those involved. This means you, the mentor, the mentee themselves, and of course the organisation. Research says that mentees get promoted 5 times more often than those without mentors. And retention jumps by 22%. That's from a McCarthy Mentoring study in 2017. And it's not just relevant now, but it's actually growing in importance in 2025. Imagine keeping your best people longer and seeing them climb the ladder, all because you took the time to guide them. That's power. Here in Australia, COX Architecture saw this firsthand. After growing fast, their Sydney team, which was 500 strong at the time, used mentoring to tighten bonds and set sharper goals for their individuals. Staff started to redefine and focus on their own career paths, and the resulting morale, well, it was unbeatable. You can check out more about that particular case study in Parlour's site. And if you're curious, I've made some links in the associated blog with this podcast. So now let's talk diversity. Mentoring lifts everyone. Cornell University found it boosts minority leadership roles by up to 24%. In Aussie terms, look at the Australian Business and Community Network, ABCN. They went digital with Accenture in 2020, mentoring disadvantaged kids, including Indigenous communities. The result? 42% felt more confident about their future. That's not just feel good. It's building a pipeline of diverse talent. As a manager, you could do that too. So here's another interesting stat to chew on. 71% of the Fortune 500 companies run some sort of mentoring program. So it's not just a trend, it's a standard. Here in Australia, AusIMM's 2024 program hooked up over 100 mining professionals. Mentors reported a 20% jump in job satisfaction. Proof that you don't just help others, you grow too. And get this, COX Automotive saved over $3 million in turnover since 2017, with mentoring as the basis of that saving. That's cash you could keep in your budget. So real world wins? Plenty. Avis & Young pushed young women into leadership with mentoring, and diversity ticked up fast. Vertex Pharmaceuticals went global, mixing reverse mentoring with peer circles. Genius for multi-generational teams. And Paychecks? Their high potential women hit 94% retention. And these aren't just flukes. They're proof that mentoring works. Again, locally, the ABCN's online shift delivered 179 sessions in a year. Regional kids got a leg up. That's mentoring breaking barriers right here in Australia. So it's takeaways time. 1, mentoring keeps talent and cuts costs. Think millions, not just pennies. 2, it's your diversity secret weapon. Lift up underrepresented voices and strengthen the bonds between those in the workplace. And 3, you'll grow as a leader. Satisfaction and skills sorted. How do you start? Well, firstly, assess your team's needs. Pair people smartly and track the wins. Engagement, retention, you name it. And if you want a shortcut to get those skills, check out Spec Training's Mentor in the Workplace micro-credential. It's nationally recognised, it sharpens your feedback game and sets you up to mentor like a pro. So there you have it. Mentoring skills aren't just nice to have, they're really your edge. Whether you're in Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth, Adelaide, or even Silicon Valley, guiding your team can transform everything. So what's your next move? Well, please feel free to drop us a line or a comment. Check out our website, spectraining.edu.au. And until next time, keep leading, keep mentoring, and keep focused on those goals. I'll see you next time.